I've been talking about doing the stream for a while, and then I just kept coming up with excuses not to. But as the stall connoisseur, as the only stall connoisseur ever, I think it's my responsibility to finally make it clear on exactly who is the best stall Pokemon. And the stall tier list is the way we're going to go by this. Star will be my Gen 3 and Gen 4 Umbreon. That makes Chooks in our streams. I forgot to add Umbreon. I'll add him later on. Okay. So, before I say anything, very quick rules for how this works. I'm basically not going to be rating the Pokemon, like yeah, how good they are themselves is going to, like, play a part in it. But it's how good are they, hey Red, within the context of stall. Which is like, if they're on a stall team, will they be pulling their weight, you know? Is stall at the archetype where they're the best at, okay? That's going to be the main, like, judging category. So I think a lot of you guys are going to be very surprised, but I have some very strong opinions here. Chook's work ethic is insane. I know. This is so real. This is so real for me, guys. Okay. Number 1. By the way, the horizontally speaking, there's not really going to be a difference. Okay. Starting with the one, the only, the legend. Blissey. There's just no way around it. Since Generation 2, she has been the absolute GOAT when it comes to stall. Whether it's in, like, Ubers or OU, you want her. There's really no one else that's doing it. Like, and a generational run. Ting-Lu directly to F. I have some very specific opinions on it. But yeah. Listen. The reason that people... Hey, Fenton. Yeah. No, not F. What's wrong with you? The reason that Chansey is so good, and by extension Blissey, is that, you know, normal people are going to be like, oh, that's such a lame defensive typing. No, you guys don't get it. Because, unethical. Because of her typing, she is able to essentially just, like, be like a blank slate. She can just tank anything. Because she doesn't have any weaknesses. And she doesn't even need resistances with stats like those. And yeah, her only weakness is fighting. And, like, have you seen the special type and fighting type moves? There's, like, Aura Sphere and Focus Blast. And then what? There's, like, Sacred Sword if you're Keldeo. Like, okay. Shiver me timbers. No, you know. Send out someone else. And yet, and now, okay, Gen 9 has not been good for Blissey. S stands for stupid thick. Yep. S stands for Blissey. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, even though Generation 9 has not been that good for Blissey, for our girl, with Terra, I love it because Psyshock is pretty popular, I will run Terra Dark on my Blissey. If you really do want to avoid those, like, Focus Blasts, Sacred Swords, you can just run Terra Ghost. Defensively, if Gen 9 hadn't had such a huge power creep, and they didn't take Toxic away from her, this would have been her year. Even without Toxic, she has still been S tier. So yeah, number one, generational. We're talking the LeBron of Saul. She is so good, and of course, her daughter is right here. For pretty much just the same reasons. I don't need to, like, recite it. The typing, while may seeming underwhelming, helps her a lot. Like, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. And with stats like that, like, you just don't need anything else. So, now, we're going to go. I'm going to say something a little bit controversial here. We're going to go with Ferrothorn. I think Ferrothorn is a solid C in regards to stall. Ferrothorn is not a very good stall Pokemon. Like, he's okay. He's a great Pokemon. But in regards to stall, I think that there is a lot left to be desired. Specifically for, like, no matter what you see her, you might as well exactly. Okay, so here's my thing. A lot of people are like, oh, Ferrothorn, he's a stall Pokemon. You're wrong. You're actually wrong. And let me tell you why. Yes, a lot of things about him scream stall. His stats and his defensive typing. But he is lacking something very specific, which is a recovery move. You're going to see that all the Pokemon that are like B, A, and S all here will have a recovery move. For stall, longevity is so important. If you do not have a recovery move, it's going to be very difficult. And like, here's the thing. Yeah, agreed. The issue is he's just sitting up. Yeah, exactly. You're getting it. Okay. So like, there's the thing. Like, if you look at the most successful teams Ferrothorn has been on, a lot of them are not stall. They're like bulky offense. So we gotta start thinking critically, guys. We gotta start thinking critically. Is he actually stall, or does he just have good defensive stats and a good defensive typing? The answer is a good stats and defensive typing, but not an actual stall mon. Me when I Leech Seed Protect. Leech Seed doesn't exist now. Leech Seed is not a recovery move. Like, yeah, it recovers HP, but if we're going to be honest, like, Leech Seed, if anything, it really is used more for, like, hate phasing out opponents. You get Leech Seeded, you don't want to stay, and you switch out. It's not a recovery move. It's not a reliable recovery move. Like, you might want to use it when you're running a little low, but it's not... This is not comparable to Synthesis. This is not recover too. Like, this is not comparable to Soft Boil, or to Recover, or to Roost. Like, let's be real now. It just doesn't... Leech Seed now doesn't recover Gem. Yeah, I get what you say, but see? Well, because it doesn't... This is in terms of, like, again, the criteria is how well does it actually do in a stall team. Like, is stall the best they're at, you know? Like, if you put them on a stall team, is that where he's going to be able to really shine? No. It's when you put him on bulky offense or hazard stack. That's where... I mean, okay, let's just think about it. Are we going to forget that Choice Band Ferrothorn was an actual thing? What kind of stall Pokemon is a Choice Bander? No stall Pokemon is a Choice Bander. I feel like that, if anything, it proves it. Ferro heals and deals damage with Leech Seed, sets up hazards against it, Monster pretty, and then Blissey. But that's the thing. That's not Blissey's job. So Blissey is there to tank hits. And it has much better longevity than Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn cannot do that, okay? Leech Seed is not the same as Recover. It's just not like that. You can put him on stall teams, and he's a good Pokemon, so he's not that bad. But he is not pulling his weight the way that other Pokemon would. If Ferro is C, Blissey, Chansey are E. That's so stupid. Chansey and Blissey are far better walls than Ferrothorn is, okay? Okay? Think of the best Pokemon that Ferrothorn fares with. Yeah, some of them are defensive Pokemon. But, like, specifically his peak, like, Generation 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, even 5, he's being paired with attackers. His job is to whittle down the opponent so that his stronger teammates can come and start wreaking havoc. Blissey and that's not the job of a stall Pokemon. A job of a stall Pokemon, yeah, you can whittle them down via Toxic and stuff, but it's to just absorb hits. He's not really doing that. I agree, see? All Blissey has is a direct healing option. Ferrothorn has different jobs and still plays the role of stall. Well, exactly. He has different jobs. The job that he's best at is not stall. Like, for example, Ferrothorn teams Smogon. I'm gonna prove to you guys. See? Tanky team guarding Ferrothorn. Rhyperior, there's Blissey, yeah. But Gorgeist, Conkeldurr, Charizard X. Like, a lot of these are not offensive. These are not offensive Pokemon. These are not stall Pokemon. This is an offensive mon that has good defensive properties, okay? I'm also talking about, like, setting up. Blissey and Chansey literally have Stealth Rock. I think it should be at least B. I can see B. But I'm not going to change it. Because I still believe in this, okay? If he had Synthesis, yes. But he does not have that kind of longevity that he does. Okay? That's why, like, on the best stall teams, Ferrothorn isn't there. Like, may I say this might be propaganda. This might be propaganda. This is Ferrothorn propaganda. He's not... Hey, Shadow, we're just talking about... Have the meta Pokemon one-shot Blissey. Yeah, if they're a physical attacker, she's a special wall. You're not going to put in Blissey against a physical attacker, genius. You're putting her against special Pokemon. Okay? I'm talking about Ferrothorn and how he's not a really good stall Pokemon because he doesn't have reliable recovery. And the teams that he's best on and that he performs the best in, they're not stall. They're bulky offense. They're bulky offense and hazard stack. Or even balance. You need a brain to use effectively. I mean, if you're just bad at Pokemon, you're not going to be able to run any team well. Whether it's, like, easy strats, like hyper offense or stall, or harder strats like hard balance. So yeah, that's why I am putting him there. Plus, like, he really needs, like, I feel like he's so reliant on leftovers to really be there, you know? Versus, like, a lot of these Pokemon, they don't need that. If he had, like, something like, Regenerator, yeah, then we could talk. But, like, besides that, no. He's the staller in those bulky offense. Bro, no, that's the thing. He's not, he was not really a staller. He's there to just, like, whittle on opponents, yes. But he's not gonna be, he doesn't have the same longevity as a lot of these other Pokemon do. He's annoying, and I think because he's super annoying, people feel like he's there for a long time. But when you compare them to, like, Dondozo, Blissey, Chansey, he's not really performing to those levels when it comes to stall. When it comes to other things, Ferrothorn is better, but those things aren't really stall. Oh, wait, my BGM. Alright, here, I can switch it to this. So yeah, that's why, these are my points that I'm making. I talked about this in one of my videos, and I went more in depth. You don't run Blissey with anything except leftovers. What do you mean? You literally run heavy duty boots on Blissey. No one is running leftovers on Blissey. Not pre-Gen 8, anyways. Dondozo is the ultimate stall. We're getting there. Yeah. Ferrothorn hater makes a stall ranker and puts Ferrothorn at C. I'm not a hater. I like Ferrothorn. But see, here's when I found out that Ferrothorn wasn't really good. I was making a team, which is like, can I get to the Natdex leaderboard? This is one of my very first videos. Without using any legendaries, any Uber Pokemon, any mythicals. And because of that, I ended up going with a defensive stall team. And I had Ferrothorn on there for a while, and he really just wasn't pulling his weight. Versus when I went for bulky offense teams, that's when he shunned the best. And that's when I realized Ferrothorn isn't really a stall Pokemon. That was like the start of the... I'm not the only person with this opinion. You go on Reddit, you'll find other people that have noticed this. Okay, it's just that no one's thinking about stall the way I do. No one's thinking about it the way I do. Okay, I take this seriously. If Chooks could shoot through the screen, she would right now. I would kill anyone who disagrees with me. Hello, HDB. Heavy duty boot. Yeah, exactly. Don't mix Trashy and Chansey with Dondozo. I've seen someone run Eviolite Primate. Careful nature. Dude takes away more damage. Maybe. I've never run an Annihilate, I think. Maybe a few times. Chooks biased against Pharaoh for hating on Skarm's relationship. Also, he's homophobic, so we're not ranking him. Okay. Alright. This is what I think. Whew. Okay. Okay, we gotta... I'm looking at my list, because I have, like, a few notes. Okay. It's time for the sire. Quagsire. Ferrothorn is at least A in worst tier. I can't see T, honestly. But see, the reason you think that is because you're thinking of Ferrothorn as a Pokemon by himself. We're not ranking these Pokemon by how good they are themselves. We're ranking them by how good they are on stall teams. Like, okay, I could have freaking, Kingambit here and technically rank him at E. And a lot of people would be like, but Kingambit is really good, he should be an S. And it's like, not in regards to stall. If you were ranking Pokemon objectively, yes, Kingambit would be S. But we're not. We're ranking according to stall. So we're ranking him lower. Okay? Okay. They still don't know you'd like... Alright, that's my opinion. Alright, you know what? I'll rank him B, fine, because you guys like Ferrothorn that much. Whatever. Okay. When stall teams need hazard support too, Ferrothorn's that amazingly. Yeah, he can do hazards. But if that's like his main thing, he's still lacking reliable recovery. You know who else can do hazards? Blissey and Chansey with Stealth Rock. You know who else can do hazards? Gliscor. You know who else can do hazards? Corviknight. I don't know if Corviknight. Freaking Skarmory. And they all have reliable recovery and are much more often seen in stall. Play some Gen 8 stall and see how many freaking Ferrothorn you see. The higher you go, the lower it'll be. Niceness. I joined in time. Yep. No, don't fold. Put him back. You're right, it's my list. Everyone can die. I'm putting him in C. Okay. Desire. Okay, Quagsire. Mostly known for absolutely molesting Zacian in generation, what is it, 8? Quagsire was really, really amazing. You know, with a really good defensive typing and unaware. However, she's in a lot of pain putting Ferrothorn in the higher list. No, we're lowering him down. Let Ferrothorn run hazard so others can use other moves. That's the thing. Pretty much every single stall Pokemon, the majority of them run hazards. So it's really not something that's unique to him. Stealth Rocks and Spikes are very, very common moves. Like, let's not play. Like, it's like, oh, I have Stealth Rocks? Yeah, do you also have Tackle? Like, yeah, of course, you have freaking Stealth Rocks. It's not Generation 3. Everyone has access to hazards these days. Quagby, at least for the history. I'm sorry, but, we're actually gonna rank him in E. Besides that Zacian spree, this man is really not taking any hits. I think he was banned in NU once. But there's just people, there's people doing better than him. Like, I didn't put Swampert here, but if you really wanted a water ground type, Swampert could probably do stall better, to be honest, even if he doesn't have reliable recovery. It's one of those times where, like, the move pool did not save. It was not giving. I'm blocking you. Too late. I was gonna be drinking coffee, but a fly fell in it, and I didn't know if it was like... Okay, quick question. There was a dead fly in my coffee. It wasn't a big fly, it was like one of the small ones. Should I still drink it? How is it below Pharaoh? What do you mean? I know I was talking crap about Ferrothorn. Quagsire is not a good stall Pokemon. He had a good moment being able to wall Zacian, but his stats weren't enough. There were other better unaware Pokemon. Like I said, if you really wanted a water ground type, Swampert's right there. He doesn't have reliable recovery, but I guess you could use Wish support on him. Like, that was good. Flag. Come on. She's right. Quagga just isn't the best for stall. Thank you. Come on. Alright. So we got our girl. Whee! Alomomola. Dude, pink is like the color for stall. So yeah, it's pretty obvious why. Regenerator plus though defense. This is basically the physical version of Chansey / Blissey. I'm a big Alomomola stan. Chuckles, you fell off to be. I thought you were more based than this. Guys, let's be honest. Quagsire is not giving. He's cute, but he's just... Now Quagsire has a cousin from a different region who is probably going to rank higher. Okay, we can wait. Oh yeah, but Alomomola, basically the physical version of Blissey and Chansey. There's really nothing that you can say. Regenerator? Come on. Regenerator plus Scald also has access to Toxic, Flip Turn, Chilling Water for those more esoteric sets. Rocky Helmet, Leftovers, Heavy Duty Boots. Come on. That's like putting Skarm at C because Corv is so much better. What do you mean? Okay. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay, but I'm gonna let you speak. I don't understand what you're saying. You want me to rank Quagsire higher than Ferrothorn? Dude. Okay, so I don't know if you know the history of Quagsire, but Quagsire has never ranked too high. It's had these very niche times where it's been useful, but those are, like I said, very niche times. They didn't last very long. These are like when times get hard, we get creative type sets, but Quagsire is just not as stable, so that's why he's ranked in E. Okay. State why you think Quagsire is better than Ferrothorn. State it, I'll read it, and then I'm open to suggestions. It's just that you're usually wrong. I'm playing. I'm sorry. Not really. But yeah. Type your opinion, and then I'll read it over. I'll reconsider. I'm trying to make this as accurate as possible. Guys, I've been running stall since I've been 12. I don't play about stall. I know this, okay? Quag at least using traditional stall for at least 3 gens. I did a video about the history of stall. Stall did not exist until, I would say, solid generation 4. Because the physical special split made it a lot easier for you to wall Pokemon. Previous to generation 4, because of the lack of split, there were a lot more mixed attackers. That meant that walls were not really a thing, you know? Hola, Susana. Tuvimos un gran debate sobre Ferrothorn. Y si es bueno o no. Pero es que como no tiene, he doesn't have synthesis or recover, lo puse aquí un poco bajito. So yeah, Farrah's fake Stallmon. We were rage baiting. He is fake stall. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, but Alomomola, no one's disagreeing. No one's disagreeing. Okay. Okay. Wish support Flim Turn is literally a nightmare for you once it's a Scald. It becomes one of the best Wish passers. Yep, there we go. There we go. This is our queen. Stall queens right here. Okay. This right here, Dream Blunt rotation. There we go. Dream Blunt rotation. When Quag got unaware, that's when he became a stall staple and stuff. Yeah. Okay. When Quag got unaware, that's when he became a stall staple and stopped when Quagsire came. Red, I don't know how to say this to you, but Quagsire was never a stall staple. Like, okay, Generation 6, maybe. But that's because stall was in a very unique place. And I wouldn't even say he was a staple. Because it was really like, okay, Generation 6, 7, it was Gothitelle. Dugtrio, we're going to go through that. Toxapex, Skarmory, and then 2 filler Pokemon. They were doing the heavy lifting. And if I had to choose, Quagsire would probably not really be on there. He's not even coming in. Bro's a bench warmer. Quagsire is a bench warmer, guys. Come on. Come on. This is like watching the guys, this is so real. You guys, we're not on the same wavelength. Who's doing stall like me? You need to remember who you're talking to. Quagsire, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Not to bring out that, not to be that person, but like, oh my god. If you guys are gonna insist on being freaking brainwashed, stall staples means that it has to be ranked at least somewhat high, okay? I don't think like rankings are the best things. See? Look. Look. UU. UU. NU. And that's when stall was really becoming a thing, okay? RU. PUBL. UUBL. That's like his peak, bro. PU. RU. He has no motion. Quagsire has no motion. He has never had any motion. He is not good. UUBL. UUBL does not make you a stall staple. Let's be so for real. It does not make you a stall staple. He's not good. Quagsire is legit Steph Curry against a few specific guys, but Pharaoh is like a jack of all trades. Good against with so much, and it's not even a competition. He's a jack of all trades, yeah, but he's not doing his best on stall. Okay? Smogon was brainwashed into making Ferrothorn than you. I see. Where's Avalugg? Come on, Avalugg is not on here. Ferrothorn is C because he does not have reliable recovery. And like I said, he's not doing his best work on stall. Okay. Next. Okay. Skarmory. Skarmory is A tier. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but like, you know, what about now? Here's the thing. There is a certain other metal bird who is kind of more or less taking his crown as the best physical wall. We all know his name. He will come up later. I remember that Quag placing. Brainwashed is making Ferrothorn of you. I'm sorry. Quagsire is not terrible, but it was never a staple or anything. I feel like it was pretty terrible at times, let's not lie. Like, Uber Quagsire was there to counter specific Ubers, but that's it. Yep. Okay. Skarmory has really good reputation and is really good. Unfortunately, like I said, he's being kind of, like, outdone. For what it's worth, he was pretty good. I did a video a long while ago where I talked about good Pokemon with bad abilities. If Skarmory had a better ability, he would have probably been S. But yeah. Good, amazing Pokemon. Skarmory is one of the top tier Pokemon, almost made it into S. Fell kind of short. No Smasher passed on the list before you end stream. Alright. Skarmory passed because he didn't make it into S. Sorry, guys. Skarmory is a thing of the past. Yep. Okay. Arceus Fairy. He's making it into the S tier. Fairy has always been a really good defensive typing, and combined with Arceus's amazing versatility, with the ability to run Toxic, Recover, Cosmic Power, Will-O-Wisp, and then the Judgment, he's always been a very, very good choice. However, with Koraidon and, the Fire Dragon combination, his typing has been even more, it's been even more valuable. Choose on, yep, choose clearly has a pink bias, yep. So yeah, I gotta say, let's not lie. He's probably doing the best. Should Arc Fairy be S tier when Ubers barely exists? It actually does exist. To be honest. It just not common in the lower elos. But no, Stall Ubers definitely has a good amount of play, to be honest. Yeah, a good amount of play. Tell us your favorite color. I like blue. Not a fan of purple, to be honest, but blue's pretty good. I have a few purple shirts. Also, that's what I'm saying, man. The pink bias is so clear. All right. Someone's accusing me of having of judging based off color. How dare you? But yeah, I've seen no one disagree with this, except for the Uber's comment. But no, it's common. Next, let's talk about our other Arceus form. Corviknight came out of the woodwork with the diversified portfolio and a 401k. Westgrom's. Yep. Okay. Arceus Dark. Pretty much you can say the same thing for Arceus Dark that you did for Arceus Fairy, with the stats of Arceus, his versatility in sets, and the fact that Dark is, becoming a pretty good defensive typing, even though on paper it really shouldn't be. It is very useful, so I would say yes. It's like a Cody could it. Yep, we've broken our pink streak with a dark colored Pokemon. But yeah, that's what I think. Next, okay. Now we're on to a bit of the lower tiers. Okay. Ting-Lu. Okay, wait a second. I have to check something else. Before. Vessel of Ruin, Spelks, Earthquake, Ruination, Payback, Sleep Talk. Okay. I was originally going to place Ting-Lu at B. We're making it to D. We're putting him at D. Yep. We're not jumping you, we're trying and quartering you. We should not be putting our fraud Arceus from S tiers, at least B. Arceus is an amazing stall Pokemon. Run Stalling Ubers, you will need to run one of these two. Obligatory. Okay, so I was originally going to put Ting-Lu at B, but now that I'm thinking a bit clearer, it just doesn't make any sense. He is I think he's in the same position as Ferrothorn, which is that he has an annoying move pool, an annoying typing, but he doesn't have a recovery move, right? Or am I being stupid? Sleep Talk, Stealth Rock, Stomping, Takedown, Taunt, Terra. Yeah, he does not have a recovery move. So he's not very good in that sense. And although his typing is annoying, it does leave him vulnerable to a good amount of its certain attacks, Common typing is Fairy, Water, Fighting. Can't wait for some Wuxian. Wuxian is not on here because he's not even worth considering. Stall Uber's team went to prove Uber's stall essential. Okay, fine. We'll do it right after this. Screw you. Kill yourself. I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry. But yeah, no one is disagreeing. Great move pool, great stats, but no reliable recovery, and a pretty... if you look at the teams that he's in, it's like I said, hazard stack and stuff. Bulky offense. Same as Ferrothorn. Yeah, rest doesn't count. Yeah, rest is stupid as hell. Oh, we're gonna talk about rest either. Okay. Okay. Here's my hot take. Why can't I move this? Okay. Garganacl? Same tier as Ferrothorn. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it red. Yep, Garganacl, same tier as Ferrothorn. Now let's be honest here. Garganacl actually has a lot that Ferrothorn doesn't have. Iron Barbs is great, but Garganacl actually has. You know what? I might boost this man up to B. Okay, Garganacl B tier or C tier? Let's be real here, guys. Garg is such an A tier. I don't. Oh no. Okay, now let's not say A, but like. No, I might have to say a B. This might have to be a B. I'm changing it up. I'm changing it up. He is in pink so far. C. Okay. I'm gonna make him B. I'm open to making him A, but you better have a very good argument for that. So, A tier Garganacl, why exactly? A tier Garganacl, why? Garganacl, I keep saying that, but no reasons, okay? Like, I get it. Hazards, reliable recovery. Curse is amazing. Salt Cure is really great. But I haven't seen him, okay. I'm aware that the argument I haven't seen him around on stall as much can just be because he's a Gen 9 Pokemon and there hasn't been that much stall in Gen 9 compared to maybe Hyper Offense or other teams. I haven't seen Garg in stall yet. Of course, Garg is an S tier, isn't pink. Garg is chilling. He's a Nepo baby without a specific. Yep. Chooks, hope you're doing well today. I think you're as cool as Toxapex. Oh my god. Thank you. I think you're as cool as Toxapex. I got it, Garg user. I got it as he has everything. Alright. Alright. We're putting him at A so far. Alright, there we go. He went up a solid 2 tiers. I was gonna put him in C. Alright. Don't ignore purifying salt. He heavily punishes his weaknesses in water and steel. He is hard to KO. Can't become cold and doesn't. Yeah, you're right. Garg isn't on stall teams because Dondozo raining. Yeah. Oops. Alright. Who else will we bring on? His typing is too bad for A. He's one of those really rare Pokemon where like he kind of makes up for the typing. Also, he's a bit of a Terra Hog, but he's one of those Terra Hogs where it's like low key, it's kind of worth. It's kind of worth. Okay. It's time to be real. Okay, wait. I want to put Amoonguss in C. And D. I am open to putting him in C though. He's really amazing to be honest, but his typing isn't too great and his stats are fairly mediocre. Which is why I'm trying to put him on the lower tiers. Gar uses saw attributes to be a bulky attacker. I think he can do both. And I think that's very interesting. I'm being nice. I'm like, apparently this is a democracy or something. So yeah. Ferrothorn is staying in C. I'm not budging on that. His stats and typing just don't help him. This is not VGC. He's going in D. Understandable. There we go. Top to stall. He's not. His move pool is what makes him crazy and generates infinite value 12 stalls. I think his move pool is really great, to be honest. Like Leech Seed, Smog. Okay, I'm being a little bit too mean. I'm putting him in C. I'm putting him with his fellow C tier relatives. Mushroom is decent in Gen 9 stall. He's at least better than Pharaoh. Yeah, I agree. So we're putting him in C. C for that. Alright. Oh, well. Look who we have here. Alright. Okay, here's the thing. Comparing Dondozo to Garganacl, I kind of want to move him back. I'm moving him to B. Because I think that he's better as a bulky attacker. Well, actually, I'm so, like, torn on this. I just don't have enough experience using Garganacl in stall, to be honest. I'm keeping him in A for now. Yeah. Okay, well, Sport is banned in Gen 9, but Smog, okay, I see that. We're putting him in C. Okay, Dondozo is one of those rare Pokemon where he makes rest work. And at times, if you're stalling, rest can actually come in handy if your if your power point's stalling. But yeah, his typing, ability, stats, oh, there you go, Avalanche, Waterfall, Wave Crash, very, very useful. Some people run Assault Vest, that's kind of interesting. Dondozo's Revolutionary install. He's very good. He's all I've ever wanted, actually. I legitimately just don't know if I should have Garganacl in A tier. Because like I said, I'm ranking him in regards to stall. And I do feel like he's better as a bulky attacker. I'll think about it. I'll think about it a little bit more. Is this song still playing? Yeah. This is very serious, guys. Dozo and Garg cannot be in the same tier. You're actually so right for that. You're so right for that. We're putting him in B because he's just better as a physical attacker, bulky attacker, setup on. He's better. Yeah, you're right. He's going in B. I have never seen Wave Crash on Dozo before. I have. It's rare though. I know. I watched PokeMD use it a few times, but yeah, in the ladder as well. Dozo is the new king of stall. What are you on, you racist Pokemaniac? If it's okay, it would be S if it had a better recovery move. But I can see why some people would put it in A. Let it simmer. Okay, let us go to generation 10 and we'll see how well Dondozo is doing, alright? All rocks also rocks suck. That's real. Like I said, Garganacl is one of those few Pokemon that even though it has a mono rock typing and just like a bad defensive typing in general, it manages to make it through. You know? And like I said, it's a bit of a Terra Hog, but like Regieleki, it could really be worth it. Like, yeah. So yeah. Do you do draft or Smogon because Dawn sucks in draft? Well, no, I don't do draft. But also, I feel like draft is a completely different thing. And I'm just ranking in regards to competitive singles. What is draft? Real. Rest avoiding any bird poison isn't good enough for you. It's a psychic move and it's pink. Why do people think that I'm racist against anyone that's not pink? Alright. Does anyone think that he's A and not S? Am I the only one that's tripping? Ugh. You know what? I've literally used him in Uber. He goes in S, yeah. Man, Skarmory was outdone. Yeah, if I have to choose between, if Skarmory was so close to being S and I would choose Dondozo over Skarmory like that, then I think it's very clear that he's going into S. Yeah. Stall posting as usual, yes. Everyone does draft, bro. There's creatures left on the ladder. Only weird people do draft, like Green. Green did draft, but you know, he's kind of, I've never seen anybody touch draft. Bro, she's rage baiting you. You aren't being enough of a dictator. I know. This is not a democracy, guys. My, whatever I say rules. Should I have my hair in a ponytail? I say that every single stream, and then I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and I never do. Gaslight campaign is working. No, but that's so real because I was like, oh, Skarmory is so close to being A. Like, he's like at the cusp of it. And I would choose Dondozo over Skarmory like that. So clearly Dondozo is S. By the way, horizontally, there is no difference in value. He's a bird for typing even though he avoids psychic. He's good because of foul play. Okay? Alright. I forgot I got rest again. Yep. Me. Alright. Corviknight. I think that Corviknight is a really good Pokemon. He's like Skarmory, but better. But bulk-wise, I think he gets outdone by Alomomola and Dondozo. So I'm putting him here. He also has, like, his big thing is a defogger. So sometimes people don't even have him there for, like, of course, like, his physical attribute, like the defense stuff, that's really great, right? But I feel like, you know, mostly, like, he gets outdone by Dondozo. So I'm putting him in the A tier, not in the S tier. But he has amazing Pokemon, obviously. Darkius, yep. Corviknight overrated on stall. Real! Real, 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 real. He's low-key overrated on stall. Thank you for saying that. Corv is easily high A. Yeah, high A. High, yeah. Okay. Story Chara. Nope, you're wrong. You're wrong. Get out. I didn't mean it. But yeah, I didn't mean it. Please stay. But yeah, A. A tier. We shouldn't have any major disagreements. He's good. I think we should address the elephant in the room. Corv and Skarmory in the same tier, so weird to see, but it does. Yep, Corv definitely better for stall than Skarm. You're right, but there's no horizontally. Okay, I'll rearrange them horizontally afterwards. Okay, but yeah. But here's the thing. What was I gonna say? I think it's time we address the elephant in the room, which is that Steel Flying was a much better defensive typing pre-physical special split, because those were purely special typings. However, now, with like Pokemon like Cerulean and moves like, you know, Thunder Punch, whatever, and going around, it's not as good. It's good, don't get me wrong, it's good typing, but it suffered a little bit, which is why these Pokemon outdo these. Like, okay, you have the choice between a physical wall, between Skarmory, Corviknight, Alomomola, Dondozo. You're choosing the fish. He's better, but a bit overrated, true. Yeah, Chansey can honestly go to A. No, I will say, kill yourself. No, Chansey will not go to A. She's an S tier Pokemon. The same things I said for Blissey are true. Her typing helps her just blankly go up against anything, because she doesn't need resistances with those stats. Combined with Eviolite, guys. Some of you, let me put you on. On one of my stall teams in Ubers, I don't run Blissey heavy duty boots, because hazards are less common. I truly, I run Eviolite Chansey with Confide, and she is just knocking Pokemon out, like, left and right. I don't want to hear, oh, she's overrated. No, I'm not trying to hear that. Corva's way better at Gen 9 8, but Skarm is a legacy worthy at least A. I appreciate. Hola. Corvi A. Yes, Corvi A, because I feel like if you have the choice against between a physical wall, Alomomola, Dondozo, and the two birds, you're choosing the fish. You're not choosing the birds. Falling down, just let it be. Come on and let your body next. I'm sorry, that was random. I'm listening to a song, but yeah. I feel like Chansey's too vulnerable to hazards to be S. Well, I think that if you're having a good stall team, you're going to run at least one defogger, or maybe even a few. And so if you're a good enough player, you can mitigate that. And I think the raw fact that she can tank any special attack makes it worthy of, like, making sure that she's safe. Like, the value that she brings it's literally, like, it's infinite. Also, like, other Pokemon have to deal with, like, toxic spikes. Natural Cure makes it that she can just, swap out, and she doesn't have to worry about that anymore. Soy un tier lister D. Chansey in A. No, I'm not putting her in A. Y'all can go to hell. I'm not putting her in A. Pokemon Go Chansey is also great. And yeah, why not? I haven't played Go in a while, but Chansey S tier all over the place. With no Magic Bounce, I don't think she can stay in S. Dude, Magic Bounce users are usually not very good in stall. Like, Hatterene is not very good, to be honest, and neither is Espeon. And you don't need a Magic Bounce user. You can use Defog, you can use Rapid Spin, and again, the raw fact, especially like in Ubers, that you can just tank any hit is far too valuable. Okay? Yeah. Magic Bouncers are usually not very good, to be honest, yeah. Whew. Okay, okay, Jellicent is very interesting. Jellicent, for those who do not know, was particularly good in Generation 5. She was a spin blocker, and with Will-O-Wisp, she would manage to neuter a lot of physical attackers. But with time, she fell down. However, stats-wise, she low-key, she's very, very impressive. Look. 100, special defense. Well, not that impressive, but, like, it's good enough for Generation 5, right? But yeah. I'm sorry, in my mind, the stats were better. Yeah, I guess this was the main reason she didn't, like, Ghost, obviously kind of vulnerable, we'll talk about that, but yeah. HP 100, 105. With correct investment, that's not bad at all. We've seen this on Pokemon like Cliff Abel, but she just does not pull her weight, so we're going to D. We're going to D. These beautiful. Think of an Auntie's Anne's Alomomola. Hold up. Where's this going? Think of an Auntie Anne's Alomomola, and Dawn are the synonym sugar pretzels, and sweet glazed Skarm and Corv are normal pretzels. People don't pick the normal pretzels first for a reason. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not, girl? Pop off. Yeah. Those are Clefable stats, bro. Yes, exactly, that's what I'm saying. But Clefable's one of those few Pokemon that actually managed to, like, you know, do well. Because she's freaking annoying. And also her typing. Fairy, Mono Fairy, better typing than Water Ghost. Ghost specifically, way too vulnerable, specifically to dark type attacks. D is good. Yeah, there we go. She's an E. Quag's been more relevant. No, I don't think so. Because Quag was a gimmick. She was not a gimmick. She was a legitimate member of Gen 5 OU. So I'm going to rank her D. That's not changing. Okay. Let's be honest here, guys. Skeledirge B. Okay, I just want to say, before you guys say anything, Skeledirge is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I love it specifically in Generation in Ubers because he manages to wall Zacian. However, the main reason that he is not higher is because Fire Ghost is not a good typing and it's super vulnerable. Hey Cherry. Hey Cherry. Like off the tail, yeah. So yeah, I love him a lot, but he's a bit of a Terra hog. You know, he's weak to ground, he's weak to rock, he's weak to water, he's weak to dark. Like, all of that, it puts a burden on him. With Terra, he's really good. And Torchon is an amazing move combined with Hex Will-O-Wisp. Like I said, I love using him, but he's one of those Pokemon that is better in Uber tier because of the specific, like, environment there. So, while I want to put him in A, in good conscience, I can't say, because he's not really being used in stall in, like, the regular tiers. I'd say C. Let's not go that far. How's everyone doing? We're okay. Everybody sent me death threats because I put Ferrothorn in C. But I will stick with my guns. He's not a stall Pokemon. He doesn't have reliable recovery. He can be good on stall because he's a good Pokemon, but overall he's just better on bulky offense, and I will die on that hill. I'm your #1 fan. Aw, shucks. Aw, shucks. Thank you. Ooh. Yeah. He's just not giving. I'm sorry. Okay, hold up. I have to, like, change this. Alright. This should be good. But yeah, that's my list. Does anyone disagree? I'd rather use Mushroom than Skeledirge. I know you. Okay, well then you're probably just not a very good player, if I'm being honest. C is disingenuous. B at least fine. Okay, but like, let's be honest. Let's look at this. Skeledirge. How do you spell that? For girls. That's why I know. Skeledirge UU. Skeledirge UU. I love Skeledirge. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, genuinely. I don't know. I literally don't know. What do you guys think? A or B? A or B? Come on. They're just C, bro. Shut up. Red, you're not allowed to talk anymore. Sorry, petition add Umbreon. Alright, I'm gonna add Umbreon just for you. Jump side to side, side to side. Thank God the week is gone. I feel like a zombie going back to life. Back to life. Hands up. Okay, yeah, but yeah. I just think that his typing is way too vulnerable, and typings is one of the most important things when it comes to stall. Obviously, Pokemon in general too, but okay, there we go. We added your boy. Alright, I'm gonna look at the chat. Sorry, I was distracted with the Umbreon. Skeledirge should be a B. Yeah, why bring Dirge when Dondozo exists for unaware? That's the thing. I think the thing that Dirge has is that he can use Will-O-Wisp, which is huge. But yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like he's staying in B. He's peak, but he's not core when it comes to stall. I'm actually excited. Chara, I don't know if you know about Umbreon, but we have a history with Umbreon on my channel. Alright? He's my least favorite evolution because he's a little brat. Annoying me in Gen 4 OU and Gen 3 OU. Die. Jesus, I'm not that wrong. Okay. I'm going to do a quick poll on my Instagram. And then we're going to, like, come back to it. But, like, legitimately, like, hit him with an earthquake, bro. This guy is dying. Hit him with the freaking liquidation. This man is dying. Okay? If he gets hit him with the knockoff, that's insane. That's insane. Hit him with the dark pool. I can go on and on. Like, he's lucky rock types. Okay, I said Ting-Lu and D. Ting-Lu sucks. Ting-Lu sucks, dude. He doesn't have reliable recovery. He's really bulky, and his typing is interesting. Okay. When it comes to stall, is he A tier? B tier. Alright, there you go. I'll put it on my story and we'll come back to it at the end of the video. It's the Umbreon stand, yep. Insta poll, can't you make polls here? I can, but I wanted to, well, I get more votes on Instagram because I have more followers on there. But yeah, no, I will not fall for the rage. May tonight. Wait, did I do a poll or did I do a? Yeah, I did a poll. Okay, going back to it. We'll come back to it, guys. Okay, don't worry. We'll not fall. Umbreon is like a low D. You see this thing? You see this disgusting excuse for an evolution? You see it? I want you to watch closely. And see what I do. Piece of garbage filth deserves to die. He's going an E. He's going an E and that's not changing. I will fight for Umbreon. Die. Literally, you can go back and watch old streams. I used 2 accounts to make her suffer once with Umbreon. That was you? What's your username? It's not just you. You're not the first person to rage bait me with Umbreon. The first person to rage bait me with Umbreon was, well, the second person to rage bait me with Umbreon was Finton. No, he was the first. Yeah. You are no longer her. Yeah. No, resent you. Okay, come on. Yeah, okay, Generation 2, he was bulky. You know who else was bulky in Generation 2? Everyone. You could max out stats. The minute Gen 3 came, he was already obsolete. Imagine being obsolete in Generation 3? Bro, the physical special split hasn't even happened. This is wannabe cleric. Sucks. Terrible Pokemon. Use him on stall if you like losing. Legitimately use him on stall if you like losing. Yeah, move it to A. You're stupid. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, but no. It's okay, Chooks. I also hate Umbreon. Hey, let's go. Okay. Okay, who else? By the way, tell me if I'm missing any Pokemon. Because I might. Okay. We have, I think, our lowest rank for now. Watch what I'm going to do. Dugtrio. So Dugtrio was he's not really stop it. I wanted to mention him because he was used in Generation 6 and 7 for Arena Trap, right? And it was super, super niche. But yeah, he kind of worked, but it was banned, rightfully so. And beyond that, he can't really do anything. He's not that strong. He's terribly weak. It was more of an honorable mention, if anything. Thanks, George Romero. Chooks is indeed short. Yep. Umbreon is not even as good as Corv. Exactly. Why is Doug even here? Because he was used to, like, he's here. Let me just... Dugtrio... Stall. Trap and kill. He was used to trap and kill Pokemon. That's why he's, like... That's why he's on here, on this iconic photo that you see right here. Oh, wait, here, let me... Yep, that's her boy. That's her boy right there. Dugtrio's S. Nope. Does Dugtrio... even classify as stall Pokemon. Not technically, but I feel like he was such an important part of like stall history. And as you know, your local stall connoisseur, you know, I couldn't just not mention him. Truxocompium. Let's go. But yeah, any objections? I better not hear any objections because I'm right. But yeah, I'm just not wrong. I'm just not wrong. He's more of an honorable mention, if anything. Alright. It's time for another evolution. Vaporeon goes in E. Goes in E. She has wish support, right? And so that was pretty good. Combined with acid armor, and that could be really annoying. But at the end of the day, her ability was not that good. She can be bulky, but like also easily overpowered if you're not playing like literally Generation 3. Yeah. Can we put it below? Why Weezing? Galarian. Wait! Galarian Weezing, you're so right. Did I not? Where is he? Wait. You're so real for that. Where's my Galarian Weezing? Where is my super suit? No, my shade. Okay, well, he's not really stall. He's not really stall. But yeah. Worse than my son Dugtrio. Wish acid armor. Not wish acid armor, I'm sorry. Wish, protect, scald, Calm Mind? Is that it? I'm just saying acid armor was one of the moves that he could choose. Yeah. But yeah, no one's disagreeing with him. Seemingly unkillable unless you're playing a generation past Gen 3. Mega Sableye. My baby. So, Mega Sableye was really great because of his ability Magic Bounce. And he was one of those few Pokemon where you could use his ability and then Mega Evolve. So much that it got banned. I really like it. He's not actually that bulky, to be honest. It was mostly his typing. Like, don't get me wrong, Quad Super Effective Fairy, that's not good. But besides that, there was nothing really. So if you could just watch out for that one thing, it was fine. But Umbreon gets Wish Pursuit. Yeah, freaking... Tell me what's a better defensive typing. Water or dark? I'ma wait. It's water. Clearly, I won't wait a light. What should she even do with that? With freaking Sableye? Everything, bro. What do you mean? Alright, here's the thing. Yeah, later we'll reorganize it. Yeah. I don't see anyone complaining about Mega Sableye. He's just great. Alright. It's time for, I think, a fan favorite at one time. Lugia is a solid D tier Pokemon. Sableye only takes 2 from Fairy. 2, my bad, yeah. Yeah. Lugia was known as a defensive behemoth, and I think that's really funny, because nowadays, if you ask yourself, like, if you ask people, like, what's the best defensive Pokemon of Generation 2? If they're good, they're gonna say Ho-Ho. If they're dumb, they'll probably say Umbreon, but yeah. It's so funny. Multi-skill is one of those abilities that maybe when you read it at first, you're like, oh, this is a really good defensive ability. It actually is much better offensively, and I think Dragonite is like the best way to illustrate that, you know? He uses that to boost. Versus if you're a stall Pokemon, it's going to stay in the field for a while. Multi-skill isn't as useful, you know? It's just not it. Also, Psychic Flying, like, okay, what's next? What other typing did you want? The Grass Ice? Like, yeah. Buns typing. Stop the hate. Don't tell me what to do. Yeah. It's just not good. Ho is better. Umbreon on top. Oh my god. Bro, okay, name me one thing this disgusting little critter, this dog can do. Nothing. But yeah. Now, onto our other legendary bird. Ho-Ho is so good. What was once a good offensive Pokemon evolved into an amazing offensive Pokemon. You know, with Regenerator, access to Toxic, Roost, Will-O-Wisp, and Sacred Fire, as well as Earthquake, as Defog, he is not only a good utility mod, he's good at taking hits, and dishes out a very good amount of damage by nature because he is a box art legendary. An amazing Pokemon. Chooks, I'm one more slender away from breaking down into tears. But ching. S is too much. For Ho-Ho, have you played Ubers recently? And by recently, I mean since Generation 5. This man is like peak stall. Look. Literally, look. I'm gonna prove it to you. Uber's stall. See, Ho-Ho's the first Pokemon. Look. Okay, hold up. I can't find it. I gotta go to a guide to beat Ubers and semi-stall teams. Not that. That's a terrible stall team, no offense. Ugh, great. But look. Pictures, we go to stall, Uber's stall. First Pokemon that pops up. Literally, it's Ho-Ho. Who is doing it like him? No one. Oh wait, you cannot see him. Who is doing it like him? No one. He's one of the, and the thing is that Fire Flying is not a terrible defensive typing, but Heavy Duty Boots really pulls through. Heavy Duty Boots, exactly. Ubers is not a stall tier. Dude, no tier is a stall tier. You can use stall in whatever tier you want. Also, stall is not unheard of in Ubers. It's just that you need to get into the higher rankings and higher elos to really face stall. That's it. It's pretty common to find stall in Ubers, to be honest. You just have to be high enough. Yeah. So, amazing Pokemon. Knockoff. Yeah, it also has Defog, and if you can mitigate that, it's fine. And if you're a good player, mitigating Knockoff is like #1 priority, so it should be fine anyways. Ho manages to do it. I don't know, he's just the GOAT, man. Amen, actually. Amen. Whew. Alright. I'm gonna say something else. Oops. Aggron? E tier. Almost F. I did a video where I talked about how Aggron sucks balls. Makes Chooks F and F tier. Yep. Agree to disagree. You're wrong. Look. It's a super common. No, now I'm gonna prove my point to you. Uber's stall Smogon. Look. Not this one. National Dex Ubers Magneira stall. See? Giratina, Ho-Ho, Dondozo, Chansey, Yveltal. There you go. Not the only team, obviously, because that wouldn't be proving my point. Let's see. Let's go down. Uber's Anything Goes team. See, Arceus Fairy. What do we see? There's a Ferrothorn. Okay, like I said, he's not terrible in stall. I just wouldn't. See, Giratina, Sableye, Clefable, Ho-Ho. Are we seeing what I'm seeing? We're seeing Ho-Ho. Okay, now we're not done. We're gonna go again. Look, are you seeing what we're seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Ho-Ho, Blissey, Skeledirge, Skarmory, Garganacl, Gliscor. What does Aggron even do? That's why he's E. See? Pharaoh makes a return. See? That's why he's not as low as I originally wanted to put him. But you see, stall is very well and alive. But yeah. Aggron doesn't do anything, no recovery. Though, you know what's propaganda? Literally like the wall. The wall is propaganda. That's not a thing. Can I make a case for Mega Aggron? He isn't even listed, which is very cool. He's not even listed because he's not worth considering. I thought everyone knew Ho-Ho was good. I know. Make sure to do an Uber stall stream. I have an Uber's stall team. I have several Uber stall team actually. Look. Ubers, and then this was one of my stall teams that it was very experimental. Here we go. See? We get, hold up. Ugh, the freaking, we We have a Dondozo. Okay, I'm just gonna fix the frame, and then I'm gonna fix it back. See? Look. Blissey. All of these teams. The wall propaganda destroying our kids. Exactly. All the slander is gonna make me implode. Good. Now we have our... This is also a very experimental team. It's not exactly stall, but yeah. Alright, now I gotta fix this. But yeah, stall her. I hardly know her. I know a good amount, dude. I'm sweating. It's so hot in Mexico. Okay, yeah. That's where we're at. Petition for Trooks to add Mega Aggron on the list. Bro, he would just go an E. Western... Okay, Trooks, I know you hate me. Yep. Dude, it's so hot. It's so hot, dude. Okay. Gothitelle. Gothitelle is, I feel like, is A, to be honest. Like, it got banned. But before it got banned, it was pretty good. It's funny, I think Gothitelle is really good against stall, but also with stall. So, yeah. A tier. If she didn't get banned, she would be ruling the world right now. I better not hear anyone disagreeing. I feel like this is objective. She was literally banned. I wouldn't be in V's. Okay, I see how it is. Also, girl, please just put Aggron in F. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm putting him below. Yeah, alright, there we go. Make a need tier below F. He's gonna be right here. Alright. Is anybody disagreeing with the Gothitelle? Goth is one of those true stallers maneuvers. There we go. Alright. Now, for our king, Gliscor. I'm gonna reorganize them. There's so many good... Dude, when a stall Pokemon is good, they're good, dear lord. Yeah. Generational run. Name another Pokemon that gets nerfed by their move pool. No more Roost. No more Defog. And he manages to temporarily get banned to Ubers. Who is doing it like him? No one. No one is doing it like him. Yeah, Shadow Tag is the deal. Yep. Goth is just Dugtrio. If Dugtrio is actually good. Yep. What do you mean A for Gliscor? Dude, he got banned to Ubers. He's literally in Uber's stall teams. He's a good Pokemon. Screw you. Screw you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Gliscor, my beloved, yeah. There we go. Talk anymore like we used to do. Okay, Clefable. I put Clefable in A, to be honest. Okay, I'm trying to start reorganizing them a little bit. I low-key kind of want to put Clefable before Skarmory, but I don't know if that's ethical. Do you guys think that's... But yeah. Clefable is one of those Pokemon that can really be offensive too, but the best sets are stall. It's like Seismic, Toxic, Unaware. Like, oh, thank you so much, Fenton. All jokes aside, full cap spam. You're absolutely great. I love your content. Keep up good. Always support you. Justice for... Oh my god. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Fenton. I appreciate you. Thank you. And just for that, I'm gonna move Aggron up. I'm kidding. I won't compromise my morals. But thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Maybe one day I'll move him up. Not today or tomorrow, but one day. But I really do appreciate it. Oh my god, justice for Umbreon. There is nothing to do justice for. He's just not good. Clefable is a lie and a fraud. A is reasonable. Alright. I love you, Fenton. Thanks, man. Alright. Alright, Fenton. A? Because I feel like everyone's agreeing on A. He's good. Potentially could be Ubers, to be honest, but just not really there yet. Nice Aggron below an F. Because they told me to make an... I think Chara asked me, can you make a tier below F? And this ended up being it. Kill Aggron and Umbreon. What does bro even do? He does nothing. He uses body press and thinks that's enough. But yeah. Everyone's agreeing. Okay, now it's time for a really interesting case. Talonflame D. He's a ho-ho for the lower tiers. And with Gale Wings, he got nerfed, unfortunately, right? But the Defog and Heavy Duty Boots is pretty good. As well as Will-O-Wisp, with the correct defensive investment, he can do okay. And I think that it's funny that he's in the same tier as Lugia. Está bien, ahí en verdad. Sí, verdad? Sí. Clef, the best unaware user. Let's not go that far. But yeah. I think definitely the best. Oh, the music stopped playing. There we go. Do I hear any disagreements for Talonflame here? Talonflame is actually B. I've seen him on Gen 9 stall. Okay, here's the thing. I've seen him on Gen 9 stall too, but I feel like that faded away rather quickly. Like, is anyone using him now? Let's be real. Clef is one of my favorite mons. Oh, someone here's evil. But yeah, have we seen Talonflame recently? I know you know that I've made that mistake maybe once or twice. By once or twice, I think my mom texted me, I'm sorry. My mom just texted me, let me see. Alright, usually my mom texts me midstream to tell me that she does not like my outfit. She just sent me a reel. I swear they still use him. Oh, wait, hold up. Are we sure? I think he's not bulky enough, to be honest. Okay. For now, 56% of voters for Skeledirge said that he is B tier. So yeah. He is not moving for now. Majority of people thinks that he is balls. Our boy is balls. Our boy is sucking on balls right now. Sorry. Hey, George. I saw Talonflame in the anime, pretty cool there. He is really cool in the anime. I did a video where I talked about him in an anime fight. And that video is fun, but I'm legitimately never doing it again because all of the stupid anime nerds were like, actually, in the anime, if you look correctly at the second frame of second 34, oh my god, kill yourself. This is why nobody likes people that watch anime. Freaking, I was like, yeah, the Flare Blitz would do around 36 to 37, 36 to like 40%, if it was holding a choice, and people would be like, well, it looks like he barely made contact, and shut up, get out, get out, no one likes you, I'm kidding, not comparing my words. I think he's not bulky enough. He's not bulky enough, though. Hold up, okay. Yeah. Let's see, Talonflame. Talonflame is RU. Is he really being used on OU stall? Like, let's be honest, guys. Let's look at this man's stats right here. Come on. I don't think bro's making it. So yeah, I think D. Alright. Toxapex A tier. I've used Toxapex on Uber stall. The problem is that with the nerfed movesets, she just hasn't been able to pull her weight. But on tiers like National Dex, she has been. Okay, I'm gonna put on my. But on tiers like National Dex, she would be like S tier. But because it's not like in the official tier, I would rank her a bit lower. I've seen more flames than dirges. Yeah, but Skeledirge is ranked higher though. Like, he's much bulkier. I feel like move-wise, Torch Song is just much better to bypass Substitute. That type of utility, Talonflame just doesn't have. Trooks FNF2 stream, I'll cover the game via Super Chat, only if you want to play. You only need to do that, but yeah, I'll play. I've played FNF1, and I didn't make it. Did you know they can run in the cameras? The stupid animatronics can, like, run? That's crazy. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. But yeah. Is everyone okay with the Toxapex A? Being a higher Smogon tier doesn't mean it's more OU viable. Yes, it does. What do you mean? I mean, it's not the only factor, but that's being a higher Smogon tier does not mean it's more OU viable. I think there are a few exceptions. Like, for example, Skeledirge is not really that OU viable, but he's uber viable. But overall, yeah, what's going to be closer to being a more OU viable Pokemon? A Pokemon that's UU or a Pokemon that's RU? probably the Pokemon that's Yu. I feel like that's a... I think that... Play FNF2, only once for Foxy, as for the story. I'm not. Losing Scald, put it at Epi. Losing Scald, put it at B. I'm putting it on the end of A. Okay, that should be enough. But no, I feel like... Wait, didn't they say Doug enable stall? Team is not advanced? I don't know, to be honest, but that's why I put him in F. Because, yeah, he had those, like, small little gimmicks. But I think what people aren't realizing... I did a video on the history of stall. Stall wasn't really a thing in, like, Generation 3. People would be like, Generation 3 stall. And it's like, it's a freaking Swampert. A freaking, like, a Blissey, a Skarmory, like a Suicune, and it's like, that's not really stall. A lot of people are like, this generation stall, and it's like, this is not, of course, about me, this is just like a general comment of what I've seen. People are like, yeah, like, this generation stall, and it's like, people don't know how to define stall. They'll see a team with a Blissey and a Skarmory, and they'll say it's stall, when it's just not it. Doug enables Chuxia PKC viewer. Doug is a staple stall. He's not that good, though. Like, he was a staple stall in, what, 5 billion years ago? He can trap... Like, when it comes to trappers, that's why I put in Gothitelle A, because when we're talking about trappers, he just gets completely outdone, you know? Like, Gothitelle also didn't have much time in the spotlight. But she was just much better, you know? I'm not gonna lie, I'm just getting toxic by spamming Scald into another. Well, don't worry, you don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah. A, I guess. Okay, now it's time for the real thing. Quagsire. Quagsire's A. Quagsire's A, I would legitimately consider... Okay. Here's my... I'm ranking Quagsire above these Pokemon. Okay, why can't I click on my freaking Clefable? There we go. He's just unaware and Water Absorber really good, and OU and in Ubers. Very, very good. Tox is barely used. But he was very good in Gen 6, Gen 7, and Gen 8. It's just in this generation where he's fallen off. And even then, UU, I wouldn't say is terrible enough. Like, if we're being so hard on her, we also have to be that hard on Skarmory. Like, let's be real, you know? Everyone gotta go clock out of work and heading home. See you. Bye, George. Claude is for silly little guy. Of course it is. Put Gothitelle behind Corv. I genuinely don't know where to put Gothitelle. You guys gotta tell me, because she didn't have much time. Okay, do you guys think that Quagsire is better than these Pokemon? No, okay, I think she... Okay. There we go. There we go. What do we think? What are we thinking now? I think Gothitelle was really good, but I literally don't know whether to put her at the start of A or the end of A, which I know seems like really paradoxical, but like counterintuitive. But like, come on. I think that she was great, but she wasn't. But she got banned, so we couldn't see her in action. But then it's like, well, she got banned because she was that. She's staying good. I think it's pretty good. I think maybe not better than Clefairy. Yeah, that's true. That's real, actually. That's real. Quagsire is pretty much every stall I fought, so it must be pretty good. It is really good. Okay, then I'm gonna space it out so it doesn't look too crowded. Alright, and then last but not least, we have this little guy. And I think he's going right here. He's going right here. I honestly think that he's before Skarmory. However, is he before Glowking? Is he before Corviknight is the real question. I feel like Regenerator just does so much for him. Gothitelle is definitely not a she. My bad. But she's only got banned because of Shadow Tag. But the thing, like it's part of what makes her so good. That's the thing. Like it's part of her. Slowking A. It is A. It is A. I'm just wondering exactly where. It's mid. I don't know. I feel like it's really good. Glowking B. Whoa. I don't know about that. State your case. Why should it be B? Alright, now I'm going to change this. Alright. I feel like these Pokemon are just better than Arceus. Alright. This is my... Yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, I feel like Skeledirge goes before Garganacl, to be honest. In regards to stall. And then... I agree with the rest of it, to be honest. Okay, so I'd argue for Garganacl reevaluation. It can soak status and has great recovery, as well as dot. As dot? Okay, so you think it should be A. Okay, here's my thing. I feel like it should be B because it's not as good of a stall Pokemon as it is a bulky offense, even a sweeper because of a curse, to be honest. That's my case. Regenerate and chilly reception on its own is good. I use Gargan stall. Are you good? I mean, I'm not very good if I'm being honest, but like, yeah, this is my opinion. And damage over time. That's true. Okay. How do we feel? How do we feel? And then I'd have to switch Toxapex for Skeledirge right here. Nerf to Toxapex did a lot. I'm actually accepting it as B. Should we move it back up to A then? I think Skeledirge does better than Garganacl. I really do think so. I agree. I feel like trash. Why? Be fair because it's annoying. Yeah. The salt cure hit poisons immune stuff like stall is what makes it valuable. It does make it valuable. Like I don't think it's bad in stall. I just think that it shines brighter as a sweeper. As a sweeper. A slow sweeper, but it's thing. Good at getting rocks up too. Yeah, no, I think it's amazing, but I just think that it's at its best. Okay, here's the real question. Is Garganacl, because I think this could go either way, to be honest. Is Garganacl better than Toxapex right now? I think Scald cost her a lot. Scald knockoff, yeah. I think Garganacl is better than Toxapex. Okay, where is our girl Toxapex at right now, actually? That's a big question. Why I just searched up Talonflame. Toxapex. Toxapex is UU. Nyx defense, haze, liquidation, recover. Yeah, it's kind of underwhelming if I'm being honest. This is so interesting. Pex is more used in stall than Garg. That's true. That's true. Alright. Overall stalling, yes, in terms of uses, yeah. Garg's a better Mon, Pex is a stall regular. That's true. That's true. Okay, last but not least. Is there any stall Pokemon that I'm missing? Because I feel like I covered a good amount of them. This is, I feel like, Gargazire usage, but it's only bulky on... Yes, thank you. That's what I mean. It's mostly on bulky offense. These are the MVPs. Alright. Who are we missing? Who are we missing, guys? Because, like I said, I feel like this is it. I can't name maybe like Hatterene is not really stall. Megalatios. I don't think Megalatios is a stall Pokemon if we're gonna be realistic. Like, if you Terra it, it could have good defensive properties, but like, I don't know. Slowbro. Yeah, okay, I'll add Slowbro in. I'll add Slowbro, hold up. Slowbro. Alright. I think Slowbro is so fun fact. Gen 9 was the first generation I played Pokemon after like a long while. And I didn't know how to deal with King Gambit. So I actually would like run Terra fighting Slowbro just to deal with him. So me and him, we go way back. I can't find Slowbro in my gallery. Okay, hold up. Image. Ugh, I'm gonna have to freaking like... Okay, what tier did he see? Because I'm thinking C. I'm taking a solid C tier. I feel like that's what makes the most sense. Holy crap, where's my freaking Sinistra? I don't think Sinistra is Sinistra freaking... Holy Mother of Christ, where the hell is... No, that's just me. There, we can put her there for some, like... This is for some flavor. Does the list look complete now? I feel like this added a lot of attitude to it. Shout out to Fun Bro. Yeah, I literally cannot find Slowbro. I think I'm just gonna have to like screenshot it. Alright. Which kind of sucks for the aesthetics, but also I guess I was never in it for the aesthetics. I was in it for the love of the game. Alright, upload file. There we go. Okay. I feel... Yeah, it's a solid B, to be honest. And I feel like in terms of stall, maybe it's a little bit above. I actually don't know. Okay, I think it's below. No. Let's not be hasty. I think it's right here. Okay, what are the opinions here, guys? I feel like this is pretty accurate. Buffchook should be a tier, yes. I would say Slowbro A. Slowbro A is kind of crazy. Okay, hold up. Let's look at the history of Slowbro. Slowbro's RU right now. That's not great. The tier before that, it was OU, RU. Physically defensive. Okay, yeah. Okay, I feel like if anything, he's high B. What are the opinions that we have right now? That's good. Yeah. Chooks is broken on berry terms. She gets double damage. Yep. Hold up. I haven't burped in a while. That was weak. I'm sorry. The most B Pokemon ever. Okay, is he like top B or like what are we thinking? Because I don't know. Weird because we have good stats. Yeah. Many stall Pokemon have dipped below OU and UU. That's true. I was just using that as a reference. I think yeah. I think this is good, to be honest. I can't really think of anything. Oops. Yeah, okay. Middle B. Middle B, huh? That's interesting. Okay, my mouse is glitching. So you think it's like... You know what, that's true because Slowbro has never been in Ubers. And I feel like that's a pretty major thing that Skeledirge is going for him. First time seeing that drawing, now I want it Laura explained. That's just how I look. See? Look. Did you see me flexing? This is the... See? Look. Ow, that actually really hurt. First time, yep. Alright, I think this is good. And I think I'm going to... Yeah, I prefer it over Garg, but Skeledirge is better. Perfect. This is our official tier. The worst Stalmon to ever exist? Aggron. Followed quickly by Dugtrio. Then the stupid evolutions and the stupid... whatever the hell Quagsire is. The forgotten Pokemon. The Pokemon that could be higher if they had a few different attributes. The has-beens, the good Pokemon, and the God tiers. Yeah, pink Pokemon are like ruling over it, if I'm gonna be honest. I think we did good. Corsola Galar. I don't think Corsola is like a stall Pokemon though. Like I've never seen her on any stall. I'm gonna be honest. Chook's careful showing off them guns. Yep. I'll play like one National Dex. I'll play one National Dex Ubers team tier with stall. Hold up. Let me find my stall team. Is this stall? I don't think this is stall, to be honest, but... Ooh, okay, I found my stall team, guys. It's about to get really, real... I haven't played with this team in a little bit, I think. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, if I don't win this one, it's gonna get really embarrassing really quick. But yeah, I should be able to win. No reason why I shouldn't. If I could just move my freaking face cam, that'd be good. Okay, we have our Giratina for a defog her. Oh, holy crap, we forgot Giratina. Okay, we have to add Giratina after this. We have to add Giratina, yeah. Eternatus isn't really stall, to be honest, but I had him on here just for, like, the giggles. Let's go. It's gonna spore me, isn't it? It's gonna spore me. Watch, watch, watch. Yeah, we gotta add Giratina. Okay, Giratina is going either A or S tier. Nothing can change that. Nope, Sacred Fire. Because defog plus that amount of... Ooh. Can you... Alright, that's fine. Will I be able to take out this entire team with just my Dondozo? There's a chance. We got a Curse, and then we just Avalanche. Chansey's so good of a stall, you can't use it in this match. Well, yeah, that's because it's a special wall. And there's only physical attackers. But yeah. I'm dead. You say daddy's home, home from May. And I know you've been well, how many turns have been asleep? Only 2, okay. Alright. Next we gotta rest again to make sure it's healthy. This is how real stall is played, guys. Come on. Look at my 900 IQ plays right here. And then we sleep talk. Can we just avalanche already? Many muscle men. Yep. Dondozo sweep. Let's go. This is going in real. Come on. Do something. Do something, please. Alright. Then we sleep talk again. Girl, I don't care about your stupid... We're gonna curse again. I don't care about your stupid bulk ups. Do you know who I am? I'm the freaking stall queen. What's good? I'm at work watching her on company time. Hey, dude, we just did a stall tier list. Hold up. We just did a stall tier list. I don't even know if you can see it. Yep. And someone asked me to play a game of stall Ubers to prove my point, and that's what I'm doing. Hey, daddy's home, home for me. I hope that's what song plays in your guys' head when I come on stream. Daddy's home. Say hey, no. Hey, daddy, hey, no. Alright, next week. Ha! Look at it. Look at it. Dondozo sweep. Let's go. Dondozo sweep. Ollivander, she loves Spanish in chat. Yeah. Why not? Is Spanish allowed in chat? It takes me too much to write in English. Sí, sí, por supuesto. Bueno, soy mexicana. Pero sí puedes escribir. Sí, no me incomoda. You can also write in French. If you want, because I speak French. From then on, I'm not fluent in anything else. Just those three. Were you playing? Alright, watch. Watch, guys. Dondozo sweep. Who can see? This is why this man is S tier. Redefining stall on a molecular level. And he's home. No, hace meses no juego Pokémon. Pokémon. It sounds vaguely familiar. So daddy's home. Look at me. Look at my boy. Look how he's dominating everyone. Hola amiga, saludos desde Argentina. Hola. Hola. Ahorita vas a ver. Voy a ganar con una pinche ballena. It only takes one whale for me to win. Come on. Die, die. We got this. The dawn of all the Dozos, yeah. I had a Dondozo that I really liked, and his name was Your Mom. Let's go. Who's doing it like me? Absolute dominate. This is why this man was S tier. This is why no one's doing it like him. Hell yeah. Alright, now we gotta do... Hold on, 1 second. Use the stall team. Alright, bet. Wait, first I gotta do Giratina. We gotta do Giratina. Okay. We gotta do this form. And then we gotta do the incarnate form. I forget which one is which. Okay, right off the bat, I think that they're both very good. But it's the fact that one of them is much bulkier than the other. Alright. What are we choosing? What are we choosing? Alright, first one we're doing this one. I feel like this is an automatic... This is an automatic S tier. Like, dude, this dude is so good. Oh, my bad. You're so good. And who's doing it like Giratina? Who's... Unfortunately, he's a little less bulky. Gelatina. Giratina, yeah. What kind of etiquette is that? Isn't those just a big catfish? I guess, kind of. But... It's a whale, guys. I think it's the whale that they talked about in the Bible. Alright. Giratina is in a solid S tier. Okay, wait. Ho-Ho is actually going before these dudes, now that I think about it. And I feel like Giratina is also going before Arceus, before the dark one. There we go. There we go. Alright. Any objections? I feel like A tier is very solid. Okay? Not a PNG. Es que no los... It's not like... It's not coming in. Look. Whatever. Why can't I take up... Okay, hold up. Upload file. We gotta show all files. We go to gallery. Oh. Well, whatever. I feel like he's better. I've seen him more on stall, if anything. Okay, hold up. Alright. How are we feeling about this? I feel like this is objectively correct. This is objective, guys. Absolute objectivity right here. No way else to interpret it. Objections on Blissey and Chansey being first on S. Whoa, crazy thing to say. Who should be first on Esther? I feel like Blissey, #1 Starmon of all time. Ew. Dondozo being larger than freaking Primal Kyogre will never be. It is? That's crazy. I don't like that. Not in my imagination. I feel like he wasn't like that in the anime. Imagine hearing a loud and slow Dondozo cry while swimming in the dark depths of the Subnautica. That's your fault. If I was a Pokemon trainer, you could not catch me in the ocean. Okay, but do we have any objections? I feel like this is just perfect. Alright, I'm gonna fight Finton one more time. One last time. I don't have a national Dex team. I don't have any, so I mean, let me see. More Menace offense, Whimsicott offense, Aeron team, Thunderclap. Oh, is everyone snorting crack if they're playing this? Aren't people talking about Giratina getting potentially dropped? No, it's Lugia. You're thinking of Lugia. I'm thinking of a stall team. Kartana Sand. This is a very offensively oriented tier, which makes sense. God, Jesus. Round 5. What does a girl gotta do to get a freaking stall team around here? I mean, it's like a basic. Seriously, you should check out the Pokédex between. I assume so. Yeah, but I find it funny that he can never be normal. Like, they can never stick to any Pokédex entries, and I don't even know if the Pokédex is right or if the anime is right. Dude, I can't find any stall teams. Holy mother of Christ, these teams are insane. Wait, is these... I mean, I guess I could just make one. But I just like to... Okay, hold up. Stall. I'm gonna add that to the keywords. Fragile is also a bit of a staller, no? She's absolutely not used in any sort of, like, singles metagame, to be honest. People just use her for, like... People just use her for freaking, whatchamacallit, VGC. Which makes sense. In VGC, she's very good, just not in real life. Okay, hold up. Bro, why can't you just do it normally? Oh, importable paste, yeah. Alright, girly. Alright, Finton, you asked for it. I am about to dominate you. National Dex Ubers. Or just National Dex, I suppose. Alright. Oh god, this is gonna last so long. Did you know that Fragile is reverse Giraffridge? No, and I don't believe you. ¿Es Pokédex increíblemente inconsistente? Sí. ¿O será el anime que no es consistente? No, I will dominate you. Whoa. Crazy stuff being said. Alright. I don't see what you could do, to be honest. Interesting. I don't think Umbreon will do great, if I'm being honest. I don't see how it could add. It'll do nothing. The wall spotted. The wall is useless. The wall, more like the fence. Yeah, that's what I thought. Run away. Uh-huh. Next, we do this. Watch, guys. Next, we do this, guys. This is... You're watching some, like, 1,000 IQ stall plays right here. How could you? I'm so disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm just not a big... Oops. That's my bad. I'll admit that. I don't like the shiny Toxapex. No, I do. Can I get a burn? Alright, good. Kill yourself. Alright. I don't like this dude. He annoys me. Kill yourself. Ugh, I forgot why he was freaking A. I should have built my own stall team. Black Sludge Bisharp. I remember that. I wish I didn't remember that. Moonlight. I completely forgot he had Moonlight. But at least it's a recover. I don't have Curse. Bro needs to die. No, I forgot why I stopped playing Stall. It was not entertaining for streams. Among the reasons I just started to hate myself a little less. Okay, this is the main issue right now. Corviknight, if I didn't forget, it would have been okay. Doesn't he have like Thunder Punch or something? Can I get a burn? Ugh. Let's see. He can kill me, if I'm being honest. He can. How much does Hex do? Nothing. Ugh, not the fucking Umbreon. Deep breaths and all that. I don't want to take a deep breaths. I regret taking the challenge. What about base Slowbro? Okay, I just want to say he could beat me in this match. I still think Umbreon sucks. Fight me on the normal team that I made. I'll admit, okay, if I'm gonna be honest, it's Slowking that is my main op, not really him. But I don't have anything for Slowking, to be honest. I had my Gliscor, but I was stupid. I was stupid and I decided to just let him die for no reason. I love watching this. I don't know what you're talking about. I just made 2 really bad decisions and I'm gonna lose actually. So there's nothing really to learn. I'm just being stupid. Ugh. I should have kept the Gliscor. I just don't have any. I don't have any way to win now. It's my fault. You got this too. I'm actually gonna lose. I don't mind losing to him. I just don't like losing to this disgusting dog. Excuse for a creature. Disgusting little. Critical hit is nice, thanks. Is my... Okay, I was gonna say, this set sucks. I should have made my own. Who runs Waterfall, Body Press, Rest, Sleep Talk? It should be Curse, Avalanche, Rest, Sleep Talk, or Waterfall, Rest, Curse, Sleep Talk. Stupid freaking... Oh, wrong one. No, I read the other one. You are insulting me a lot. That was a misclick. Slowking Galar. I ran an Assault. I think Slowking is a really interesting Pokemon because without running any moves like Recover or Toxie, it can still be a good straw Pokemon. Since you would be running things like an Assault Vest, Thunderbolt, Fire Punch, or Fire Blast. Okay, Seismic Toss. Okay, I can salvage it if I lock in. I just need to lock in. Umbreon's a cat. Is it? Is it legendary cats or legendary dogs? I don't know if I agree with that one. Alright, you're not doing anything against my Don. Body press? Oh, freaking Future Sight, I remember. No! Can I use body press? Bro, use body press. Oh, thank God. There we go. But I do need to recover HP, or this could get really bad really quick. Like, really fast. Alright, what else are you running? Nothing. I just gotta switch to Chansey. Next, we gotta switch to this dude. Yep. You're not really gonna do anything, actually. Aggressive plays are the best for playing stall. But when doing... What is the Melmetal doing, actually, is my main question in this team. What is he there for? What's Wes, your opinion? Torment Heatran or Umbreon? I detest Umbreon more than Heatran, to be honest. Seismic Toss. What are you gonna switch to? Rishifu? Aggron. Interesting, yeah. 81. I'm guessing I'm faster? Iron Defense. Let's see how this goes. Alright, we got a Roost then. Alright, we have to Sleep Talk. This could get really bad. Alright, next we rest again. He's going to Body Press. Next we Will-O-Wisp. A Curse Wave Crash, Rest, Sleep Talk. Ah, you were the one talking about Wave Crash. I don't like Wave Crash. I feel like the point is to preserve HP for a stall Pokemon, so I don't see the use in doing that. What's worth? Yeah, the best stall is when you turn off the piece. Thank you. This will take a while. I'd rather forfeit. Alright. I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to let the moves run out. And we'll let the move... That's literally the best course of action here. But yeah, the original reason I stopped playing stall is because it wasn't entertaining to watch. And I'm not wrong for that. It's not entertaining to watch. But Thunder Punch, oh. But that's tough. I don't like to watch to Wave Crash on it at all. Yeah, I know. If it was an offensive Pokemon, I think those moves are really only valid when you're, you know, a Pokemon that like doesn't really. I mean, not that you don't care about your HP, but where it's not pivotal, you know. Can I curse? Dude, curse. How much did Thunder Punch do? 20%. And on the rest, Thunder Punch, 27.8. Okay, now we can rest again. Can you curse, bro? Oh my god, dude, you have terrible, like... Oh, you don't have curse. I forgot body press, whatever. Let me rest again. Dude, I'd rather just not. This is fake stall. Who's Urshifu? It's not stall, but they're using like, I literally think it might be bulky offense. I'm just gonna let the timer run out, dude. I don't think I want to. Stall es más entretenido de ver que es jugar. De verdad, yo antes jugaba mucho stall. Las veces que yo entré al, no sé cómo decirlo en español, pero el leaderboard fue con stall, pero no he jugado mucho tiempo, o sea, no seriamente. Recover. Sí, yo jugaría, pero es que pues, la mayoría de las personas no le gusta ver eso. Most people don't like to watch stall, right? Which, like, Understandably so, right? What if I just, like, losing the wall? Time is an illusion created by the human mind, after all. It's so hot. Hold up, my doctor. I think my doctor had sent me a message. Yes. They did send me a message. I have my last doctor's appointment before I go back to the US soon. Don't say no. This was a mistake. You want to... I'll forfeit, it's okay. It's a bit... It's tortured, guys. Facing stall. Guys, I have to piss. This isn't sustainable. Leaderboard en español es muy goofy. Pues, ¿qué es leaderboard? We just gotta start will-o-wisping people. And then we recover. So, I've had a dream about the US recently. A guy was threatening gunman to me. That's very topical. 82 turns. Dude, is it worth it? We're not gaining any elo out of this, because this is a challenge match. Say no. Uh-oh. EXO. Alright. Tabla de liderías clasificada. Clasificaciones. Sí, bueno, en las clasificaciones, las veces que yo he entrado a las calificaciones, la mayoría de las veces he utilizado stall. La mayoría de las veces he utilizado stall. Pero yo no utilizo porque it's not fun, bro. Is this the Grey's Anatomy theme? No, it's not. My bad. I'm listening to music. Alright. I don't know how long I can go. Como mal, como mol. We just gotta, like... How much is a tank from a... Alright, now we recover. We're okay. That was good. You know what would help if I had a Dugtrio? Alright, beer bladder. No, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Is it worth it? I don't think so. Can I get a crit? Okay, the main problem is Slowking, to be honest. I could, in theory, take them all, but Slowking is very difficult to deal with body press. It's impossible to deal with, actually. It's just not a thing. Whatever. This is the life that I chose. Next week I start studying again for trade school thing. The funny thing is that I don't understand a single one of those 20 words you're saying per second. The ones in Spanish or the ones in English? It sure sounds entertaining though. Pissing is temporary, stall is forever. I could be pissing right now. Okay. Oh god. Can I... Oh, it's Strings YouTube. Hi, Strings. I don't think I want to do this. I don't know how much grabbable I don't need a... Real women don't need bowls to piss. I don't think I have the strength in me. The Lord is my strength. But why would he give me strength for something so immoral? Alright. Get a stall gamer set up with a piss bucket. I've heard that men will sometimes piss in like Gatorade boxes. Like bottles to not stop when they're gaming. I don't know if it's true. If it is, I might turn into a misandrist. Alright, I have to piss. I can't do this. I think I'm good for now. I think he outstalled me a bit. I think I've been outstalled. GG. I think this is the end of it. Being a man is an advantage because you can piss. What the fuck? I thought the Lord was a shepherd or something. He's both. Multitasks. I didn't expect it to last so long. That's what she said. Alright, guys. I had a good time. I want to do more of these tier list streams. I'm so tired. Bye. Thank you, Finton. Thank you, everyone. Bye.